Welcome back. With me is Sebastian Cooper. Sebastian has worked as a roadie with such big name bands as Dire Straits, Led Zeppelin,
Yep.
and Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's been doing what most people only dream about doing, and that's working backstage with some of these big name performers. Now, Sebastian, welcome to Newfoundland. You've been here about what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
So are you enjoying it here?
Great, having a great time, thanks.
Excellent.
Nice holiday.
So what we'll do, we'll talk about, working on the road as a roadie, play some music, and shoot some pool.
Right.
So while you're doing that, what do you want to listen to?
Stevie Ray Vaughan, please.
So we'll play a bit of Stevie Ray Vaughan. You break the balls and I'll set it up.
Right, thank you.
So where are you from exactly in England?
Nottinghamshire.
So from the home of Robin Hood, no doubt. What'd you do, miss?
I don't believe I did that.
Well, house rule says you do it again. Go for it. So you're from Nottingham, you say? Nope, you got to reset. No, you don't cheat here. So you're from Robin Hood's. What a feeble break. Anyway, we'll go from there. So you're from Robin Hood's territory?
That's right, yes. And that's where I still got into my roading.
Right.
Yeah.
So exactly what is a roadie? How would you describe that?
Someone who unloads the equipment from the lorries and sets it up, and after the show, does exactly the opposite, takes everything down, puts it back in the lorry, off to the next gig.
So what exactly, why did you get involved in that? Did you enjoy music as you were younger?
Oh yes, I've always loved music. I've always wanted to get into this, and meeting the rock musicians and travelling all over the world,
So a roadie is somebody who sets up the music, sets up the speakers, sets up the stage basically,
Yeah.
and then takes it all down.
And you've got to make sure basically that the concert goes smoothly, sounds properly, all the amplifiers are working properly, and guitars are in tune, and replace strings that break. And it's,
But how did somebody who went to a private school get involved in such what looks so rugged,
because it's, I suppose it's because I'm sort of a rebel really from a young age. Hated to conform, always wanted to get into rock and roll, and that was a good way to do it.
So as a kid, of course, you wore suit,
Yeah,
shirt, tie.
I had to, but I hated doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So grew my hair long.
And so you became a roadie.
Yeah.
How old were you when you first got involved in it?
I was 17, yes.
So how did you get involved exactly? Want to go ahead and shoot there?
Yeah, I'll try and hit a ball this time.
I'm sorry, you gotta
Doesn't matter. Don't look how I play pool. Doesn't matter.
So is that how they play pool in England?
Yeah, we play totally differently. Yeah.
Okay, so what happened? How did you get involved to become a roadie? You wanted to become one. So what did you have to do?
Well, I first started getting work in a local club. I wanted to get in there to see the bands originally, and I couldn't get in because I was too young. And so they said, if you come work, do this for free, we'll let you get in. And you meet the bands and see them. And I really started to enjoy it.
So when they said you do it for free, you mean you got nothing out of it? You just
they'd get a couple of pints of beer, maybe, get to see the band.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to see some big names back then?
Yeah. Well, Def Leppard were just starting up then, and they used to play there.
So what was the name of this club?
You would never have heard of it. It was called Retford Porterhouse. It only holds,
Is it a small place?
yes,
Or?
it only holds about 300 people.
So today Def Leppard would never play there.
No way. No way.
So it's sort of like where the Beatles got their start, in a small club.
Yeah, they never actually played there, but it's the same sort of idea.
Right. But they would never go back there today.
No. They live nearby actually, Def Leppard. Well, they did then. They've moved up to the west coast. And through that I got interested, and I managed to meet people, and I really was enjoying it. And I managed to go on a tour that way.
So that's how you made your initial contact.
That's right, yeah.
So then you became a full-time roadie.
Full-time, yeah. I forgot my first sort of major tour where I was actually starting to make some money and a bit of security when I was about 18. Yeah.
So you worked at this for what, about a year before you became full-time?
Yes, I was
Okay.
sort of getting...
So what was your first gig? What did you do? Where did you go?
The first tour I ever did was actually, the first major tour I did was with Def Leppard. I was promoting their first album, On Through the Night. And
So that was before the accident?
he had his accident in 83, I think. 83, yeah.
So did you know him at all, the drummer that lost his arm?
I knew all the band at that time because you know, they would, I'd say, they were just up and coming. But I hadn't seen them for a while because they'd moved to the West Coast.
No, you're low.
And
Sorry.
I knew that one of their guitarists died was it 91? Yeah, last year. He was a nice guy. It's a shame, but he couldn't control his partying.
So partying got the best part of him, I guess.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so what about yourself now? You've seen these different groups.
Yeah, I met
Growing up, did you idolize any particular group that you later met up with?
Yeah, well, I idolized the Stones a lot when I was younger, and the Beatles, but I met all the Stones, and I got to know Ronnie Wood quite well. He's a really nice guy.
So were they exactly what you thought they would be, or were you somewhat disillusioned by them?
Yeah, I've always idolized Keith Richards a lot, but he wasn't quite what I expected, you know.
What about Ronnie Wood?
Oh, he's just like a regular guy, you know. And Jagger, now he's a family man. He sort of keeps himself very much to himself. He's a grandfather now.